Hi, I'm Gillian Laird, and we've been Tesla touring / camping for a couple of years now, and we love it. We love being able to jump in the car and just go camping. I have most things in the car already. We just put the mattress in and off we go. We've just discovered all these places around Victoria in Australia that are just easy to get to, and we go often the night before, we stay overnight, and then we have the full day out and about. We've totally got into touring, and I'd really love for you to see our setup. My husband wasn't at all interested in camping, so this was our test to see if a 6'2" guy could get into a Tesla. We did start off with a 3 and it was a bit tight, although we did manage, but we ended up buying a Y just to be able to have a bit more space. We really love the fact that you just put on camping mode overnight. We just put a fan on that gives us enough air, and it's just a really nice sort of temperature. We also love the double glazed, being able to have that, and that really just takes out all the sound. And in fact, we went camping with some friends, and they were in caravans, and they were up during the night asking people to be quiet at 2 a.m, whereas Andrew and I just did not hear a thing because the soundproofing is so good. We just love being able to wake up and just look up to the sky. It just is an incredible, it's like we're being in a small tent, but with a glass sort of top. It's just so incredibly lovely to just wake up to that, and the quiet of the camping experience. The best part about the Tesla is that we carry a fridge with us all the time. So we keep just a little fridge, actually 15 litres. We'll probably buy the one that fits in a Y, and then we just have it plugged in to the charger over here. And this probably keeps around it's about 15 litres, and it keeps us for about 2 or 3 days fairly well. We just have this. We have this in the bottom of our boot the whole time. Like, I never take it out, and it means if I'm just going away for the day, or we can just chuck stuff in there, drinks or whatever. It's a really great asset to have. The other really great thing about a Y is it has all this extra storage space, which we just keep full of things, and you just don't even know it's there. So we carry a toilet with us. We often mostly use it. So we have 2 types. We do touring or we do camping. We mostly use the toilet when we're camping. We're here for a few days. We set up a little tent above the back of the car, but we have it here just in case. Then we have some just wipes, body wipes, in case there's no shower either, or we don't want to set up with a shower, so they're handy. My husband absolutely loves fishing, so we carry a fishing rod with us and all his fishing gear. So he has hooks, the whole works in here, and that's all ready to go in case we just are somewhere and we just went, let's go fishing. We also have a mat just in case, and we have it mostly when we're camping more than touring. But it's sort of nice to have something to just put out if it's a bit muddy or wet, or just to have something that we can step out onto. We also have a hammer here for when we get the tent out, and that's sort of ready to go. But it's also handy just for other things if we need along the way as well. This is our shower setup. So we have an outdoor shower, and we have a bucket, and we just put a bit of warm water in, and we set this up, and we have a shower tent as well. Also our poles, so for when we go hiking at different places, we take these with us. So they're just good to have. Amazingly, I've used these quite a lot. Whenever we go, we take these with us. The other thing that we have is a couple of power extension cords. We have this as if it's pouring with rain and we want to cover the joints, but actually mostly we just put it underneath the car and it seems to be fine. We plug in to a caravan park. We just find paying for a powered site at a caravan park just gives us the amenities, and also we mostly charge up overnight. It doesn't cost much in terms of power, for the caravan park, but it does mean we can get on the road and we're mostly charged up, full, ready to go. And then we have our headlamps as well for if we want to go to the bathroom in the evening, and also if we're cooking in the dark. We have some warning lights that we can just put up around in case we are ever in trouble. And then this is a really fantastic thing. We amazingly in the car have these side sort of pockets, and we can actually fit in 10 litres of water. And what we do is we just we have a little thing on the top, we pop this on, and then you can fill up with water. So we have this ready to go. We have around 20 litres of water with us. We have all this space then to store stuff, and we put all our clothes in there. We have plastic bags in the back here ready, and then this vacuum cleaner fits so nicely into there, and it's so handy to be able to just get it out and vacuum really quickly and easily, and we can charge it in the car as well, and so it really does a good job, and then so easy to get in and out. So I'm often using that, especially when we're traveling. It just gets pretty dirty actually. So that fits in very nicely there. We also have this water bottle here on the side, which means that actually if I'm sleeping, so we sleep down this in this spot, and actually I can sneak in and get a drink when I'm sleeping in the evening. We have totally gone camping and forgotten some things, so pillows was one of the things. I just went, why don't I just carry some pillows just in case, so we've got at least something and these are really comfortable. We prefer our own pillows, of course, but these are just really fantastic to have. And we've got one on either side. I also forgot to take a blanket one time, so we now have a blanket on that side permanently, just in case. So yeah, it's awesome. So this side, we have a blanket. So this was just in case. And we often do use this, like if we're actually sitting out at night. It's definitely not able to really be used as a full-on blanket, but it just helps in case it is cold, and it's it's a down sort of blanket. So that's just handy to have in terms of keeping it close by. And then we have the same thing here. We have the pillow, and then we have just a urine container just in case that we're totally stuck. So that all sits in neatly. I don't ever take that out, like it's always here, and yeah, it's super handy. So in this side, we have a water bottle that has a carry-on thing. So it means that when I go hiking, I can just grab this thing, and we can do a couple of kilometres with just this water, and it means we can go and see a waterfall, and we've got this easy to carry, and it has a little thing for your phone as well. So they're not really the only two things we take if we're going to be going for that amount of time. I also do have earplugs as well, because we sometimes need it with my husband. I also have a washing container here, and what we do is if we are away for a long time, we end up using this and just washing a bit of stuff. We sometimes I've got a little cord, and funnily actually we use this inside often when we have our towels and stuff. So in the evening I'll just hook it across, just across there, and then we put up a towel, and that's very handy. And we have a little laundry washing things as well, and a little thing for socks and undies and stuff. So that's sort of all you need really if you wash sort of regularly, and that's just a handy little thing, and we'll take that with us when we go overseas and stuff like that as well. So pretty handy. The incredible thing about having camp mode is it really lets in the fresh air, and it's just an amazing feature. We just put on camp mode, and then we turn it off automatic, and then we find fan of about 3, really just a nice amount of letting the air through, and we try and actually put them up and over so that it's actually going up over that way, so you move them in, and we just find that good enough. And if you leave it, it'll turn onto a beautiful fire, and it's very ambient as you're going to bed. And in the evening, we cook dinner, and then we sit in here and watch a movie, and then we just go to bed. Like, that's our whole sort of, and then we're up, we get up, have breakfast. Andrew gets up earlier than me and he goes for a long walk. And then we get moving, and I put in all the different places that we want to go, and then off we go for the day and tour. And then we just find another toilet to camp near, or a caravan park, and we often just book it on the way. Or it's just made traveling super easy. So under here we have another plug. These are normally for slower charges, and it's we don't use it heaps. We used to use it a lot more, but because there's so many fast chargings now all around Australia, we don't end up using it as much. But we do have extension cord in here as well with the bigger plug, which we can use in caravan parks, and that's sort of faster charging, which works out really well. So we just keep that under the seat all the time, so it means that we just have it if we need it, sort of a bit more of a just in case. And then in the side here we have just a first aid kit. We wanted it to be really handy and close by, plus also with in the glove box we just have different straws and napkins and a few different things in there as well, but we wanted that handy. And we have a umbrella as well in there. Now, in terms of how we do lunch, if we're sort of out and about, sometimes there's not a table and we don't really want to set up our table, I have this table that I just have sitting around, and we have this to put on here. I sometimes work here, I have my laptop, and it's just sort of handy to have. We usually use these just salad packs, and we cut them in half and do half each, and then I always have some meat in the fridge to complement it. And then we have just a drink, and we have cold cups for that, and the drinks are in the fridge already. But we cut this in half and we just have a half a bag each. It's so slack, but actually it's really just easy for camping. And then we have a fork each, so yeah, it's nice and easy. We've tried quite a few mattresses. We've just gone, we might as well go all out and get really comfortable. We had a 3 fold out mattress. We like that one. It's just that it took up a lot of space in our garage, and like if we wanted to be able to use the back seats and put them up, it just took up quite a bit of the boot space. So we have landed on this one, the Lost Horizons. It's just been really great, and you can sort of let it up or down how you want it, and we just find it comfortable with the 2 of us. So I'll set it up for you. Yeah, so then we put on the camp mode, then we just pull this out, and it fits in fairly easily. Put it in the right way, that would be handy. And just sits in over here of the rear view mirror, and then we just put the things in like that and like that, and then that's really just doesn't let much air in at all. And then I close this door, and it has a line that fits in incredibly well there. And then, that's it. So it makes it quite dark. Yeah, we don't have one for above, but it's so tinted, you don't seem to need it. Just really comfortable. Sort of got heaps of space there. But yeah, I find this really comfy. Got about this much space up here, and can sit up fairly easily. Yeah, it's really good. So we have a bag with all our cooking gear. So we just bring that out. And I have a separate bag for my coffee. And then we have chairs as well that We don't often use them because we've got like a table here. This, funnily, is for cleaning the car. We just, while we're away, we just really like to be able to wash it and clean it and get all the bugs off because we're traveling around. So I actually have this with us the whole time and set it up to be able to wash the car regularly. All right. Yeah, so I have quite a good little setup for my coffee. So I do like to do that once or twice as we go along. I have a French press, and we have a jet boil, and we have an AeroPress. So this apparently makes the best coffee. I actually struggled for quite a while to work out the best way to do coffee, and I was chatting to this lady at a cafe, and I said, "Oh, do you ever camp?" And because she makes amazing coffee at this cafe, and yeah, and I said, "How do you?" She said, "Yeah, we camp all the time." I said, "How do you make good coffee when you're camping?" So she helped me with this. So this is my little process on how I end up doing this. So we just pop this on. Oops, there we go. I'll get some water. Take this off. And put it on. And within minutes, amazing, it's already charged up. It'll be boiled up. There we go. So while that's happening, then I'll put that to the side. I'll get my milk and my coffee ready to go. So that's my mug. We have a metal filter in here, but I just take this off. Then I grab my coffee. One. I like my coffee fairly strong. Usually do a couple. Here we go. Maybe a bit more. There we are. And then we also get the milk in, ready to go. And put that in here. Got that much? That's pretty right. That'll do. Here we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that in there. Oops, going over a bit. And that means that it heats the water up enough. I'll just stir this up. Oh, get in there. There we go. Nice. There we are. So now we've got our coffee. I'm just going to go through how our cooking setup. We basically just, for breakfast and for dinner, we mostly just get this out. We don't usually do it for lunch. Sometimes we go out for dinner, but if we're able to, we do like to be able to cook for ourselves. It's definitely a lot cheaper. And that is just some paper towel. Then we have, this comes in really handy. It's a proper hard saucepan, and we use this a lot to put meals in, to boil for poached eggs. And we've got a canister. We've got 2 canisters just in case. And then we've got oil that can be used. We actually use these 3 sort of bags, I guess you call them, for different things and make it easy to find. This is just all cutlery. I don't know why we have so much cutlery, but it comes in handy. And yeah, we just have knives and forks and spoons in there. In this one we have We have a cooker that goes on top of here. And we have some little tongs. They're so cute, these little wooden spoons, some scissors, some straws, another one that fits on so we can have two gas stove tops basically, and it's so little, and these are the bases for both of them. And then we have a peeler, a straw cleaner, and a little scraper, which is so cute. If you're interested in any of these, like sometimes you have them just at home anyway, but I can put links to all of this if you're interested. Then we just have our own salt and pepper. We have some extra virgin oil, and we have sauce and just some little things to soy sauce and stuff. So yeah, that fits in quite a bit. Then we do actually have some bigger frying pans, and we end up buying this one because we use the barbecues quite a lot. We often just get some meat and use the barbecues because a lot of camping places have them. And we've got bigger tongs, although we don't usually take them with us. And we have some more sort of camping style spoon and fork with the long, and that works when we use the jet boil. We put a meal in that and we just eat straight from the jet boil. We're sort of a bit slack really. The other thing that we have is just a thing for washing up. So we have this and this, detergent for washing up. We also have a pop-up bowl, and we use this if we want to use the salads, or we have things to pop in there. And then we have a container to put in the fridge if we need. We also have 2 bowls and 2 plates, and we also have another bowl, and we sometimes use this for washing dishes as well. So yeah, we just have a few things here. Then we have a frying pan and a chopping board. I wanted a wooden one so that if we did like cheese and crackers and stuff, it was just nice when you're away camping, and we can use this as well. So we've got those 2 options. And a knife and just a bag sort of sealer thing. So yeah, that all fits in there amazingly, and we just can use that. That mostly does, like, we've just added things and taken things away. Every time we go away, I just go, did we really need that? And we try and have it as minimal as possible. So yeah, camping, we just try and take as little as we can, and yeah, we don't have heaps of space, but we have enough to be able to do the things we want to do. If we're going away for a couple of days, we try and set up a little bit more just to give ourselves a bit more space. And yeah, so we've ended up buying this tent that has ended up being really good. We had to basically I bought a car, it's like a car tent, and I had to buy the biggest one I could find because Andrew's 6'2", and I just wanted it to be that we could actually stand up in the car tent, and it sits over the back of the car, and it does actually stand by itself, so it means that if we need to go into town, or we can actually separate it, and it means we end up being able to put in our chairs and table and set up our cooking gear over a few days. And also means we do get changed here in the tent, and then we can hop into bed that way. So yeah, it's a nice thing. So we don't want to set it up every single time, because when you're touring, you just want to be in and out of the car, and you don't want to have to do too much setup. But if we're staying for a few days, we really love this, and it's simple and easy and doesn't take up too much space. And in fact, it fits down the side of the tent there. Although it doesn't matter, because even if you have it on the back of the bed, you just open it up ready for, you just have it set up ready for the time that you're away. So here we go. That took about 5 minutes, maybe a fraction more, but it's fairly easy and quick to set up. But it's a good amount of space, right? So yeah, it's pretty handy. I'll come and show you the inside. This works really well. We just close off, we can see outside, and it's lovely. And it just means if it's raining as well, you just have a bit of extra space when you're camping. Although, I don't know, we just like sitting in the car, watch a movie if it's not the best weather, or we'll go somewhere and do something. So yeah, but it means we can cook in here. We can, just get a dry, cozy space. And it's really nice when you're camping for a few days to have this. And then you get straight into bed and it's, pretty sweet and easy and just a really good sleep. Yeah. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been fun to set it up and show you around. And we just love all the places in Australia that we can camp. And we have found the Tesla camping incredibly comfortable and easy, and we can actually get going from home by the time we just put some food in the fridge and make the bed up. They're the two things we mostly just do, and we add a couple of little things. It depends what we're doing, but we can mostly be gone and out of the house within 15 minutes, and so it's pretty incredible. If you have any questions or if you have ideas about how we could improve things, we'd love to get your feedback. And also, I don't know if any of this interests you in terms of you're wanting links, but I'm happy to link things to where you can buy stuff. My sister and her husband have just put together all their Tesla camping, and we realised that probably if we camped in it about 10 nights, we've covered all of the costs. So the cost of staying in a motel or in a cabin or an Airbnb, within 10 nights of sleeping in the Tesla, we've covered everything that we've actually paid for. So definitely is a really cheap way of camping and enjoying the countryside.